What is up, my little pretties? It's your mistress, the Lioness here, and today we are going to review a Winnie the Pooh movie. Now, this is actually a different movie. Well, it's a Disney movie, but I decided to review a Winnie the Pooh movie since I realized, hey, I did not review a Winnie the Pooh movie, so why not I go ahead and review one? And today we are going to review this one that came out in 1997, and that is called Pooh's Grand Adventure: The Search for Christopher Robin. But however, it is also known as Pooh's Most Grand Adventure. I think that it might be one in the UK opening or the UK title of it or something. I don't know. But Pooh's Grand Adventure: The Search for Christopher Robin is a great Disney movie, and it still is one of my favorite Winnie the Pooh movies. This one is one of my favorite Winnie the Pooh movies that I have as a kid. Now, I am going to be warning you guys right now that I am going to be spoiling, pretty much everything about this movie. So if you guys don't want me to spoil it, I highly recommend you click off this review right now and go watch another of my videos if you like. Now, today we are going to review Pooh's Grand Adventure: The Search for Christopher Robin. Now, this movie is about Winnie the Pooh spending time with Christopher Robin one day. And however, it was late at night when Christopher Robin wants to tell Pooh something, but Pooh, gets sidetracked and decides not to tell, him. But of course he said, if there's ever a tomorrow when we're not together, there's something you must remember. You're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. And even if we're apart, I will always be with you. However, though, those are actually really good words that Christopher Robin said to Winnie the Pooh. However, another thing I could definitely say was that another part of the movie shows Christopher Robin not in the 100-Acre Wood. So Winnie the Pooh goes to ask Piglet if he saw him. However, Piglet does not see him and says, "No, I'm sorry, Pooh." But of course, Tigger comes in here along with Rabbit and Eeyore, and they all realize that they can't find Christopher Robin. But Winnie the Pooh says that he's got a honey pot and it has a note which he couldn't read. So basically, they took it to Owl. However, Owl read through the sticky honey, but of course, he had said something about Christopher Robin's gone to Skull. Well, that's what it is. And so basically, Owl makes like a map of how they can find Christopher Robin and save him. So Winnie the Pooh and his friends have to go through, quite a couple of obstacles along the way. One of them being that Piglet, however, he's afraid. So basically, Pooh is trying to tell Piglet that he's braver than he believed, but he kind of forgot what Christopher Robin told him exactly. So he kind of told him something different. And when Tigger was trying to get the map, the log falls underneath him and basically cracks. So basically, while Tigger is holding on, Winnie the Pooh tries to tell Tigger that he's stronger than he seemed, but of course he said something else along the lines. And then finally we got to Rabbit, who basically thinks that, they're not going the right way to Skull or something. So basically he is smarter than he thinks, but however, Pooh tried to tell him that, but it didn't work. So Pooh and his friends come to realize is that they found the skull. Skull, basically what when the owl was pointing out. So when Winnie the Pooh and his friends go in to find Christopher Robin, they all get separated, but however they get back together. But however, later after that, Winnie the Pooh realizes that he's separated from the group. Basically, he got stuck, and then he ends up being in a place that he couldn't, that he wished Christopher Robin was here. However, Pooh's friends do find Christopher Robin, and they said about where Pooh is, but they lost track of him. So, however, Christopher Robin finds Pooh Bear, and they basically go home, back to the 100-Acre Wood. So when they got back, Christopher Robin explains to Pooh and his friends that he was at school and not at Skull, and that Owl made some mistake. And Christopher Robin basically read the note for them since they didn't know what to read through the honey. And that basically pretty much sums up the movie. What did I think of it? I actually found this movie to be a really good Winnie the Pooh movie. Most of us have seen and loved Winnie the Pooh as a kid, and I still love Winnie the Pooh to this day. Lots of people really would remember seeing this movie as being one of the best ones. I honestly think this movie actually did very good. However, though, there wasn't any problems with the movie, so that you guys are asking, is there any negatives? No. Even though this one was made in the 90s, it was actually a very great movie. Like, there's like a lot of great stuff that could say, the animation's good. I like the concept. The concept of it was just amazing. Having Pooh and his friends going on an adventure is just amazing. Like, that's just honestly something we needed to see in a Winnie the Pooh movie. However, though, there are other movies of Winnie the Pooh that had done that, like Pooh's Heffalump movie, which I will review that one eventually when I get a chance to. I will review that one. And I'm pretty sure they did this at Piglet's Big Movie and even the Tigger movie. But, I haven't seen those movies in a long time. And with me rewatching, Pooh's Grand Adventure for the first time in a couple years, I honestly remembered seeing this as a kid. Man, I'm getting really old. I just wish I can go back in time and, rewatch this movie as a kid, revealing how great my childhood was at the time. This movie actually did very good. Now, like I was going to say now, there's no negatives to say about this movie. I can definitely say this movie actually is a winning, and it's a winner. So for those who want to check out Winnie the Pooh movies, I highly recommend you check out this one. This one is a great one. And even though it's silly at parts, I still really think that this movie did a great job. However, though, there's another thing I could really say I liked about it. The storyline itself was just amazing of how the movie went out. Basically, the characters are learning, what they think that they are doing, but when they're actually not. Like, for example, Piglet learns that he's braver than he believed. Like, he's always has an anxiety and he's always scared, but he ends up realizing that he's braver than he believes. With Tigger, on the other hand, he finds out that he's stronger than he seems. Like, there's like a lot that the characters really learned about their traces of themselves throughout the adventure. And even Rabbit, he's smarter than he thinked. So, yeah, they had all this adventure really improves, the strategies and even what's going on with the characters. That's actually something I really like about the movie. Even though this movie is your childhood, you probably have, most of us have seen this movie as a kid, even though I have. I enjoyed this movie. I'm sure most of you guys who were born in the early 2000s and in the 90s will remember this movie as a kid. And I remembered watching this movie for the first time, and I honestly enjoyed this as a kid. Like, this movie is honestly the best movie. I highly recommend you check out this movie if you haven't seen it. Now, like I said, the characters are cute and they're funny as always. The voice acting is a really great job. I really do guarantee that this movie actually did good. But yeah, here's the thing before I wrap up the review. If you do not like this movie, that's fine. That's your opinion. But I enjoyed this movie. Now, like I'm going to say right now, this is simply my own personal opinion. And if you disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to this movie. This is simply my own personal thoughts. My final rating of this movie is a 10 out of 10. It's a great Winnie the Pooh movie. I really do love the storyline. And the fact that Christopher Robin wasn't really lost. He was at school. And, of course, Pooh and his friends thought he was lost and that. Which, that's kind of silly that Owl keeps, messing up. Thinking, oh, Christopher Robin did this. Christopher Robin did that. Or, oh, this happened. Or that happened. All that. All of that is just, silly, but it's also a great funny movie at the same time. Now this is a 10 out of 10. I liked everything about it. It's a childhood favorite, and I highly recommend you guys check out this movie if you haven't. And yeah. And well, that's basically it for my review, my little pretties. I will. Oh yeah, what did you all think about this movie? Did you enjoy it? Did you not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this movie a lot better? Leave me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section down below. On the channel, Lioness, thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you're brand new here to this channel, be sure you like and comment and subscribe because I make brand new videos every single day. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you guys will get notified to my next upload. And with that, I will see you all next time. Peace.